What up, though? Thanks for tuning in to Conversations with the OGs. I'm Hudge.
I'm Ball.
And I'm Dre.
Yep, we got wooing behind the scenes, and we're recording here at Savvy Events at 18600 Woodward Avenue. Come holler at your mans. So we're gonna go ahead and start this off real simple. Buckle up, strap yourselves in, and enjoy the ride. So we're gonna start this topic off with how should I say this?
Simping.
So,
On the last episode, we had a female with a little bitty dog, and we were just talking about how he went straight into sucker mode, grabbing a dog, rubbing a dog, playing with a dog, glazing into her eyes with lust.
oh my God.
And I was just so blown away, like, man, if today was payday, she would have had all your money.
So, I didn't see nothing wrong with me holding the dog. Y'all may think there was some ulterior motives for me holding the dog, and it wasn't. I don't think it was.
You was just infatuated by the dog?
I wasn't infatuated. I thought the dog. I thought the dog was cute. It was a cute dog, a little bitty tiny thing. I'm holding it, I'm petting it. And
now, I would have pissed on you, then what? You'd have threw the
yeah,
motherfucker.
I'd have been mad if that would have happened. Yes, true. But I just thought it was a cute. It's not every day you pick up something that weighed less than this cup. That was just weird to me. But it was cute though. I'm like, wow, this thing is really breathing. This little bitty cute thing. But they thought I was simping because they thought I was gazing into this woman's eyes, this married woman's eyes.
With
lust.
Just because she married,
But
she's still attractive though.
She's very attractive. And thanks for coming on the show. You did a fan. We're not gonna say your name on this one, but it was great. It was a great show. But okay, simp move, right? And back behind the scenes, you agree, right? That was a simp move.
I believe it's different characteristics in man. So, when you simping, like, it mess up the game as far as men staying on code, because then if all men were on code, when a guy put his whatever down, that's why they run back to the simp, because he go for shit that he wouldn't go for. Okay. But usually they marry the simp and then cheat with the other guy.
Right.
So,
So basically what he's saying, you the type of chick, she will cheat, she'll be with you, but she go cheat on you with us.
Yeah, because you're going to provide, not saying you, I'm saying a simp. A simp, you're going to provide, you're going to protect, you're going to do all that shit, but really, she don't really respect you like that. She just use you for your resources and your time. And then all the stuff that you look at as, not saying you a simp, he would look at as, oh, what type of man is that to do that? But then she running around the corner giving him some pussy.
And all this because I was holding a puppy?
Well,
the puppy?
It wasn't that. It was the behavior, how you took charge of, I'm down with you. Let me see. He's so beautiful. You see I kept my shit together and really fucked that dog. It's a dog. I don't want to mow me. Right. I got a pit bull. If I brought my pit bull up here, you wouldn't have done that shit.
Nope, not even a little
Even
bit.
if it was a puppy, you still wouldn't have been, it's cute.
A puppy?
Let me rub it.
Bullshit. You bring a sweet ass fucking puppy pit bull, I'm gonna want to pick it up and be like, this
Dre, you
is
setting
beautiful.
yourself up for heartache.
Check it out.
Why?
Check it out. It's the demeanor and attitude change. I wasn't on the episode, I was behind the cameras, but it was just everything switched when she got there.
Yeah, you stepped off code.
Yeah, you went from
You
regular
ever
Dre
notice
to
women, they stay on code with each other.
So
If one could be dead wrong, they gonna stay on code.
I went off cold.
I mean, if y'all was a tribe,
Be honest.
you
if
went
y'all
different.
was a tribe in the jungle, you would have got everybody killed.
In other words, I couldn't believe what you was doing. I couldn't believe you, man. You actually picked that motherfucker up, rubbing it. It damn near went to sleep laying on your chest. You used the word cute. Oh man, this is so.
Okay.
I'm like, oh.
He in touch with his feminine side. Man.
Okay. Can I go next?
Go ahead.
What if that was my game?
Okay.
Simping. That's what we said.
No, simping ain't a game. Simping is simping.
If that was your game, I'm very disappointed.
Okay.
What did they get you?
Hold on.
What did they get you?
Hold on. No. I said what if. It wasn't my game. Because I wasn't trying to game anything from that young lady at all. I just wanted to throw that out there for right now. There was no game out. I truly liked the puppy. The dog was fucking cute.
Well, I
it.
seen the way you was lusting into
I was
her
not.
eyes.
I saw that too, though.
I saw the bullshit, and I was very disappointed in you, and I thought that you was totally out of character, and anybody that's looking to be like, man, what's up with dude?
What if I did this? What if I was the type of dude that keep Hallmark cards in my trunk? And I got flowers
I
for
wanna
women
hear
and be
your-
ready for birthdays and Easter and Mother's Day and Christmas. What if I was that type of dude? I just had that on whim. So if a young lady popped up, I just got anything for her in my trunk of my car.
Okay, Dre, let me say this. I'm the type of guy who go to the dollar store and I spend $20 on cards, but it won't be for Easter. It won't be for none of the shit you talking about. It gonna be like, baby, I remember your birthday and approval. I got your card in my trunk. I got thinking of you cards because I want to convince her of how I want her to think a certain type of way. But Easter, Mother Day, don't none of that shit got nothing to do with me.
Okay, so just birthdays.
Well, it got things that's gonna benefit me. Like you know how most
It's not simping, right? It's not simping.
that's not simping, but
That's
see you
gaming.
That's
that's
gaming.
That's
gaming.
manipulating.
Yeah, you going off into Easter cards. You got probably Christmas cards and your shit. You got shit that you. Most men have wondered why did you buy those cards?
Can I jump in? His is gaming, mine's is simping. His costs $20, mine costs $0.
Well, you said cards, so you got to buy them from somewhere.
Right, but mine costs $0.
But-
Me holding a puppy, some bull, kissing some ass like that cost
But
me
that
nothing.
was a character.
Cost me nothing.
That was
you
a-
paid money,
That was
even
a-
though albeit $20, I paid $0.
But you know,
But mine's sipping and yours is
because it's a
gaming.
character trait. Your whole
Yes.
character changed. My character always going to
Even though
align.
it cost me nothing.
Well, you sell out then. You a sell out. Okay, if that's what you want to put a number on it, you a sell out.
Hey, let me explain to you though. How you go into something is how you go out.
There you go.
So when you start having problems with her and this and that, it's how you portrayed yourself in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So when you saying it don't cost you nothing, the most important thing you got right now is your time, and you gave it up. And you wasn't even being authentic. You was being whatever she wanted you to be, which gives her a sense of control over you. So
Exactly.
then you don't understand why during the relationship she constantly want control because you gave it to her, thinking that you're not giving her.
Yeah, your
nothing,
girl
but
gonna
you
cheat on
gave
you.
her everything.
With that type of behavior, your woman will always cheat on you. I guarantee it.
Got it. And you're all right. If I wasn't being authentic. Right.
Well, you're not being authentic.
I was being authentic. I truly liked holding that puppy.
Well, you're gonna get cheated on
I'm looking
a
at
lot.
not even at that scenario. I'm saying off of what you said, it don't cost me nothing to just go along. You said it out your own mouth to go along.
I
with
only
something
said
that's
that. Go ahead, because I don't want us to talk over each other.
Well, I'm
Go
going
ahead.
off what you said,
Right.
not in that situation, but you said it don't cost me nothing to go along with some shit and this
Right.
and that. So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's gonna get you to banana.
I agree with you. The only reason I said that it doesn't cost me anything because, you know.
You said go along. It don't cost me nothing to go along with some shit. So to go, you said that out your mouth. So saying I'm gonna go along with some shit is basically you just whatever she say, whatever, just to play along with her shit, and then down and long. And that's why she talking you a certain way. That's why she look at you a certain way because you portrayed yourself in that manner.
Okay.
You are happy to be there, nigga.
Okay.
There you go. So you happy to be there, so you going to go along with the
She should be
bullshit.
happy to be with you.
There you go. You let her set the standards for you instead
So
of you
that's
set
why
the
you're gonna
standards
have
for her.
trouble. Anybody that does that, that's why they have trouble down the line. Because how you go into something is how you go out of
I
something.
agree. So I'm a happy to be there nigga.
Not saying you are. I'm saying anybody that has that mindset that I'm giving up nothing but my time and I'm just going along with some shit.
1000% I agree.
Yeah,
with that.
but your time is the most important thing you got.
I
Because you know
agree.
one thing, you gonna die. And right now, time is ticking on you. You gonna die.
I
We
agree.
all gonna die.
100%.
So you look at like time is nothing, but it's the most important thing you got.
Right, I agree.
And a woman don't want no man that just always got time for her. You
I
ain't busy, you ain't doing shit. You just gonna go along with whatever I say. when I say.
1000%, I agree.
Right. Oh, okay, but I'm saying.
But me holding a puppy does
No.
not constitute me. Can I?
Oh.
Me holding a puppy should not constitute me meaning that I'm gonna go with anything this woman says. Anything she do, I'm just gonna jump.
No.
You know. I'm just,
No, it doesn't.
You know.
That's what you said. I'm just going off what you said out your mouth.
And I'm going off your character and how you behaved in front of her.
It's like it changed up. That's the
Dre don't
only
wanna
thing
tell
it
you
changed
the
up.
truth. Tell him the truth.
He changed up. I mean, it went from cool Dre to just whatever, baby.
I do whatever. I suck your toes.
Whatever you want.
I'm gonna lick your back.
Oh, listen. Okay, what I need to know. What character, other than y'all keep saying not just because I held.
Okay, I'm gonna run it down.
What
to
was
you.
my character? I'm
Okay.
looking at her.
You
She's
looked
talking.
at her. You looked at her with lust.
With lust.
You looked at her like she was the most beautiful woman you ever seen.
Oh my
You
God.
looked at like, you know what? If she give me the time of day, I want to know what time it is. So the quickest thing I can do without being noticeable, your dog. You know that dog mean a lot to her.
Right.
So you want to be a part of something that means something to her. So you wanted to pick that little motherfucker up. You wanted to rub that motherfucker. You wanted to play with him. When you don't even have a dog. You're an animal lover, but do you got a dog?
I do that.
Okay, how you plan on getting one? You give a fuck about that breed of a dog?
That breed? No, I do that.
Okay, so you show so much interest like you on your way to the pet store.
It wasn't just interest in the dog; it was interest in her.
That's right, but
he
he
may
played.
have not saw that
Listen.
he was showing interest, but you showed a little interest. And once you go back and watch the episode, you're like, "Damn, that's what they talking
If
about."
y'all were right with what you're saying, when she brought up the whole cane corso thing, I think Mimi even said, "Would you been okay if she brought her cane corso over?" What did I say to that?
You said no.
I said no. So listen. The reason I disagree with y'all, if I was just straight simping on her, she could have brought a fucking Cujo over my house, and I'd have been like, okay. No, I said no. I said this little bitty cute thing. I don't care if you brought it over or she brought it over or her
If
brought it
you
over.
grab my dog like that, I'ma say, man, give me my dog. If you looked at me the way you looked at her, man,
I'm not gonna look at you the way. What are you talking
That's what
about?
I'm saying. You gonna do that.
right.
Now you get it. Now you get it. You wouldn't look at me the way you looked at
I
her.
didn't look. Listen, first of all, I
'Cause I
don't
ain't
think
got
I looked
shirt
at
on.
her in lust. But
Okay,
but
you
she's
just
a woman.
said you wouldn't look at
Okay.
me the way you looked at her.
Your words
Okay,
are contradictory.
would y'all agree that she was an attractive woman?
Yes, she was, but that's irrelevant.
I was.
Alright.
Listen, that being said, I ain't ask was she gorgeous. I just said was she's an attractive woman.
But that's
So
irrelevant.
that's why you was doing what you was doing.
No.
So why
I
you
don't
bring
think I
it
was
up?
doing anything. 'Cause
Why
it's-
you bring up what we
but-
think how her appearance is? Who cares what she look like?
Because
We
you
were-
said if I looked at you
she
like I
was
looked at
here-
her.
That's right. So my point. You
I'm
making
assuming I looked at her
You
goofy.
making my point
I
for
don't
me.
think I looked at her goofy. But y'all
You
said I
making my
did.
point for me. You just said I wouldn't look at you the way I looked at her.
I'm only saying it because y'all said I looked at her crazy.
You sound like you was back in Brady again.
Yeah, you looked at her like you was an elementary love. So that's something that you gotta understand what we're saying. And we gonna have many women on this show. And if you go do that every time we get a woman that looks decent on here, that's gonna be a character flaw. So we need to address that now.
Or you gonna be giving up all your paycheck.
Yeah, we might cheat. If it was Friday and she was over, she would have got that whole check. She knew it too. See, with me, I'm going to stay me all the time. I don't care if it's a nigga, if it's a chick, if it's an older lady or a younger lady, you gonna get me all the time.
So you didn't find that little dog cute?
Man,
You the only one in here
fuck
felt
that
that
dog,
dog was
man.
Y'all really didn't think that dog was a cute little dog?
cute. No, man.
Wow.
I don't
Why you
think-
getting up like, whoa, for really?
I don't think you getting it, man.
All right, what's the next? That's the next topic. Let's get off of this.
All right.
Next topic: should we have a mask mandate to fight the coronavirus?
I go first on this one. I think the mask I don't think it did any good, because I have known people when COVID was going around in 2020, 21. Actually, me myself, I caught COVID-19 when it was in 19, when nobody knew what it was. I don't think masks helped then, because I know some people stayed in the house and never even went out and they caught COVID. I know people supposed to be in the safest places, which is a hospital, and they caught COVID. So I don't see no purpose of a mask. I think it gave an artificial sense of security.
False sense of security, yep.
But I don't think mandating masks and all that stuff was necessary, in my opinion.
Let me get a question. So they saying a mask mandate. So how long does this supposed to last? Is this like a forever type of situation?
No.
Because coronavirus is not going nowhere.
All it was, and none of us up here are professionals when it comes to this shit, but for the best of my knowledge, all it was just to make sure we all wore masks and stayed 6 feet apart. And in the beginning, we couldn't even go out at all until it got under control. We'll never get rid of it. Just like we'll never get rid of the flu. We'll never, chicken pox. We'll never get rid of that shit. It was just to bring it into a manageable level.
Right.
That's all that shit was. And the whole mandate a mask in the beginning, yes, I totally agree with that. Although, if you look at the science behind it, having a mask on does not prevent you from catching COVID.
True.
All it did was prevent you from spreading it if you are already infected with it. So
what I never understood about the whole spreading of COVID was when I looked up 5G, it had the same symptoms as COVID. It had the exact same symptoms, and I noticed in the black community they was running a lot of 5G around that time.
What is 5G?
5G is the internet, the phones, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you're just talking about, okay.
The waves in the sky.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
So they was the exact same. So who to say that didn't cause it, which nobody will admit to, because that's something that's an agenda that they pushing. But what about the people that caught COVID and they stayed in the house and nobody never came over? You still caught it. So who they catch it from?
Grocery stores, getting.
Because you still gotta go. You still gotta go out and get food. Grocery stores, catch an Uber to a grocery store, go in the grocery store with other people. You still gotta feed yourself. So they call it like that.
Not only that, you picking up mail. You still got packages coming in. You still got people delivering food and all that.
Yep.
So you still got to touch money.
Yep.
You got to think. I don't remember if y'all remember that research. They took a bill from the White House and ran traces on it, and they found traces of cocaine on the bill. Mm-hmm. And they was, certain shit like that. Once you touch a bill and any type of packages, it's like COVID gonna live on there for so many hours, you know what I mean?
And COVID's way more powerful than cocaine. So if cocaine's still stuck on some dollar bills, COVID can be on this, So even if you do like an Instacart or something, you stay at home. Well, I'm gonna stay at home and order my food, my groceries. Somebody go to the grocery store. The person that's getting your groceries can have COVID. That butter that he put in his bag, somebody who came, this is the guy got COVID. Oh, this is not the one I want. And put it down, but they already put COVID on there. And now I forgot how long they said COVID can stay on inanimate objects.
It's like 72 hours, 48 or
something like that. So so even being at home, that's how you can still get it.
But listen, not even that. You got people that catch it and they're not gonna say, okay, I'm sick, I'm gonna sit at home. You got motherfuckers like at my job, it was a guy, I don't even know what his nationality is. He caught it twice. But this motherfucker came to work and working and trying to keep it on the radar. He ain't got a mask on or nothing.
That's scary.
Now listen, I come in, my shift start. He's sitting right at the table, chilling. Beginning of the shift, we ain't even start working. He's sweating, he got a bald head, his like water running down his head, nigga hands all clammy. Nigga tried to shake my hand. I say, listen, bro. I said, I'm not shaking your hand. Something is wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with you, but I say, I say, the shift ain't even starting. You sweating and looking fucked up. I said, I'm not shaking your hand. Man, everybody got to looking at him. They sent him to medical. And that was the second time he caught COVID. But this motherfucker trying to touch my hand. So now, I don't know if you're doing this shit deliberately or not. You trying to fuck
Yeah, they
me
should
up.
have brought charges against his ass. Well, if that's how it spreads, which like you said, I'm not a professional on it. If a person purposely spreading anything, I think that should be a felony charge, and charges should be brought against people.
Just like a person with HIV knowingly can go have unprotected sex with someone. I think I'm pretty sure they charge him with that.
Well, if that nigga dying, that motherfucker gonna give a fuck anyway. Because he's
I
like,
know.
I'm about to die anyway.
But you want to die at home, you want to die in jail.
Oh,
well,
shit.
HIV you don't. And if you got AIDS, then yeah, it's a death sentence.
So what's the difference? No, we getting off topic.
No, that's cool. That's we can jump on that and then move on. Anyway, HIV is just the virus.
It's a virus, just like COVID-19.
Just like a COVID-19.
So how you get AIDS? How it turns
if you go without it untreated, then eventually what it is, it attacks your white blood cells.
Okay.
So if you do not get it treated, it continues to attack so many of your white blood cells. Let's say you got like 100,000 white blood cells in your body, right? We all got that now for us. All white blood cells is there to fight our normal colds and shit like that.
Right.
If all AIDS don't kill you, it's normal everyday cold and the viruses you touch that
Well,
kill
So
you.
it just
pneumonia.
breaks down your immune
There
system.
you go.
So you get ammonia, like ammonia usually kill people that.
Thank you. And think about what does AIDS mean? Acquired immune deficiency syndrome.
Yeah, I got you.
It beats up your immune system. So that's all that is.
So what do y'all think about living life after Corona? Because I'm noticing a lot of people is dying from, heart attacks, heart issues, at a very young age, and I believe it has a lot to do with COVID-19 and the effects of them shots.
You know what? Did you want? Okay, I'll just say this. I got the shot only because I had to, because of where I worked at. They said we had to. That being said, I'm glad I did it, but I could be wrong. But I'm glad I did it because But you know why I'm glad I did it? Because I'm terrified. Because I think the next time, if this ain't wood, but if I was to catch it again, I could probably get as sick as you. I got lucky the first time. I just didn't get that sick. I just lost my sense of taste and smell. But I remember I knew people that they was in the hospital almost on their deathbed. You told me you felt like you was gonna die. So you weren't in the hospital, but you was on your deathbed.
I think I went to the hospital, I'd have been through.
You probably would have been through. So I didn't. I forgot my whole point of that. But I don't want to get to that position.
Did you take any, because with that they say you're supposed to take zinc, vitamin C, or did you do any of that?
Yes, I took vitamin D. You're supposed to take vitamin D and vitamin C and zinc. I took D.
That could have helped you itself. And then it also depends on what type of issues you got, any health issues. Now, if you get that shit probably when you got a health issue, it probably knock you out the box. But if I did have it, my shit, I felt one day I felt real sick, and the next day I was good, but I was boiling water, eating vitamins, and eating fruit and shit. So I don't know if I caught it or not, but I eliminated all the bullshit. Motherfuckers couldn't come in my house. If somebody needed something, I was passing it through the mailbox or anything. The only person I was letting come in my house is my daughter, and it was the same thing.
Smart.
You gotta come in this bitch with a mask on because I know you be out moving around, and I don't move around like that.
Yeah.
So
especially at our age now, we ain't old, but still,
nigga, we old.
we right. So we can't play around. You know what I'm saying?
But what about living life after it now? Now we're living, you don't think a lot of these things, and you seeing people having heart attacks in their sleep. People out cutting their grass and they dropping dead, heart attacks. The heart right now after COVID, I'm noticing a lot of people is having heart issues, lung issues after COVID. I think they want us to think things is going back to normal. I think it's going to affect people probably for the next 30 years.
So you're talking about the residual
Maybe 50.
effects after having COVID. Like you said, you're not the same after you had it. You know what I'm saying? You said you get shortness of breath really easy, or easier than before, I should say.
Did you take the shot?
No.
Okay, I was about to say maybe it's not COVID, maybe it's the effects of the shot because they don't have like I told you, I work with a coworker. She called whoever to do the administration of the testing and that. They didn't have no answers for her. No long-term effects, blah, blah, all that. She had. And she was like, they couldn't tell her nothing because it was pretty much, they haven't had the chance to test it to see what the long-term effects is gonna be.
Well, if you look at it now, even debating, they don't even bring it up like it never happened. A lot of people lost their lives through COVID, the COVID era, which people are going to be talking about for the next 100 years. So you're going to tell me it's just nothing now? You go tell me the people that experience, because to my understanding, what it does, it damages the lungs, and it creates scar tissue in the lungs. So if you got scar tissue, that means your lungs would never be able to fully expand again because the scar tissue is not flexible.
Right. Nope.
So if that's the case, I don't understand why you're not telling people your breathing will never be the same. A lot of things that people, the experience of COVID, your life will be changed forever, and I don't understand why they're not putting that information out.
You know what I think? I'm a type of person. I believe in black and white. I'm not a gray person. Up, down, yes, no, right, wrong. And I'm not a conspiracy type theorist. Not saying that there's no such thing as conspiracy theory out there. I think the government don't know as much as we do. I think they really just don't know.
Nah,
That's bullshit.
I don't know. I don't think they
I think it's their best interest not to talk about it or put you up on what's going on, because if you knew what's going on, you're going to demand something. I don't know, but it's going something. I think in order, it's best for them not to address it than to address it.
Because, and this is why I say that. And trust me, I am not a protector of the government, but we had congressmen and congresswomen that died of that shit. That's why I'm like, fuck, they don't know either.
Yeah, but why not talk? Why you not talking about it?
Oh, you mean why not
I mean,
talk
the
about
only reason why you wouldn't talk about something if you know it exists is you know to do more harm than good.
Let me chime in on that. Even what you saying, congresswomen and men done passed, you have to realize that shit go by certain levels. You know what I mean? The president may know, the vice president may know, and that's whoever the secretary of defense or whoever, certain motherfuckers is not going to get that. That's just like if you look at research anything about ETs, extraterrestrials and all that. I done saw a government where they do the talk to different space pilots and all that, and they be wanting information, and they be like, well, you got to be at a certain level to get it. You see what I'm saying? So even congressmen and women and all that, the government, certain parts of the government don't have access to certain material. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be at a certain level. So if they keeping some shit like extraterrestrials and all that bullshit up under, they gonna keep, it's like sweeping it under the rug. You see what I'm saying? And then I look at it from this point of view as well. They say it started here. They say it was started in China. They say it was accident and all that. That shit can be anything. I also think about it was to control the population. Yeah. It can be so many, but we just the survivors. We'd never know actually what happened. We just survived.
Well, they'll write it down 100 years from now. It'll go something like they knew about it, but it was in the best interest of the public not to address it. Same thing like with the JFK assassination. Yeah, they'll let you know they been knew, but it's in their best interest not to address it because they feel it'll do more harm.
Because would y'all agree the president of the United States is the most powerful man in America?
Nope.
No.
Whoever put him in office.
Well, you got to think
because he caught COVID too. Trump.
Yeah, but look, he what 70 years old, and when he caught COVID, he was still on TV.
Yeah.
When I caught COVID, I was literally in my deathbed.
No, you're right.
I couldn't talk. I could barely move.
Right.
You know, every time I cough, I'm urinating, shitting on myself. True. So it was fucked up, man. It was fucked up.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah. So I didn't bother. I didn't even bother to put clothes on.
I feel you, man, and I'm the only reason I was just gonna come back because everybody's different. It didn't hit me that hard, but I know people that it hit hard like you, and I think it did hit that idiot Trump like that because he was in the hospital for a while before he came out. Then when he got
he's
healed,
70-something years
Right,
old.
right.
If anything hit somebody at 70 years old,
it should.
he, like I say,
Or
he
empty.
was able to talk.
Right.
I remember what COVID was like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember watching hundreds of bodies being put into storage containers. I remember when funeral parlors had so many bodies where, you know, they refused to take any more. They had to rent freezers.
Outside.
Yeah, how can people just forget that and don't talk about it?
Right.
You got all these loved ones go to the hospital talking to you. 3 days later, the hospital tell you they no more. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
We never seen nothing like that. We never heard of nothing like that. I don't understand why 2024, nobody talking about it. Nobody got questions.
Yeah.
Nobody just back to business as normal.
But that's how they look at it. Everybody want things to go back to normal. You gotta also realize when that COVID shit, all that shit hit, think about it. Nigga, the supermarkets, everything was fucked up. Nigga, you couldn't even go get no food.
Nope. Yeah, it was
So
bad.
if you ain't had shit, you pretty much was fucked up. So don't nobody want to go back to that. So that was like a time that, man, I hope I don't never see no more shit like that.
And we
That
not.
was
I don't
fucked
think
up,
we're ever
bro.
going to go back to that. Even if somehow the numbers start rising with COVID again, they're never going to shut
I
down.
don't think the
They're
strain
not
they
gonna do
got
it
now
again.
is as strong as that first strand.
Probably right.
Because they said it's been about 2-3 different mutations since then. You don't
Because
hear nobody dying.
we're also doing this what they call a herd immunity. You know what I'm saying? What that mean is, what y'all ever heard of herd immunity?
I've never heard of that.
So you know what a herd is? A herd is just a bunch of people together, like you hear a herd
Cattle,
of deer or
shit.
cattle, right? So they figure, put a bunch of people together, let them all catch it, and then eventually your immune system will
Fight it off.
Will fight it off.
It gets
So it's herd immunity. It will get stronger. So we'll probably already kind of, even though we did the shots, you didn't even do it. Some people didn't even do it. They don't believe in it. But some people did, whether you did it or not. The point is, we still in this herd immunity because we still go out, we go to the grocery store, we still see each other. So it's still this herd. So we probably don't realize it, but I'm sure our immune system somehow develop not an immunity, but a way to fight it. That being said, are we the same is what your original question. Are you different after catching COVID?
I don't think so.
And I agree.
I don't think nobody, your life, a lot of people's life will be forever changed because if you didn't personally catch COVID, you knew somebody that caught it. And you also knew somebody that died from it.
Yep.
So it's going to affect you. COVID affected everybody in one way or another.
Everybody on this entire planet.
You know, even if it inconvenienced the fuck out of you,
Yep.
where you couldn't go out your house, you had to wear these masks in order to go into any place of business. So I think COVID affected everybody in one way or another.
100%. Absolutely.
So like I said, my original question is living life after COVID.
Right.
And I'm just curious once again why nobody even talks about what they
that.
experienced just 2-3 years ago.
That's good. We're talking about it here on the conversations with the OGs. Absolutely. That's dope.
Yeah.
You know, I never thought about that. You know, living life after you catch that
I
shit.
wonder if they got a documentary about that.
Probably on its way.
Or maybe we can fucking
I ain't
produce
got
that
no
shit.
money. Y'all can make that
Well, I don't have enough information about it, and I'm
Shit,
pretty
research.
sure they won't release the information that you would need to do a documentary.
right.
Because, like
Good
I
point.
say, yeah, just right. Yeah,
See,
they
but
can't
with
tell
that,
us.
you don't have to really research with the doctors and nurses. Like the thing is that if I got it and you my doctor, and I sit here and say, okay, well, you have the right to talk to this guy about me specifically. They can do that, or people that did survive, because I know of a few motherfuckers that was on their way out and survived. So I mean, it's nothing to just sit down and talk with them. I'm quite sure anybody that went through that would love to, you know, to talk and, you know, say their piece, you know.
And before Wu come in with his next topic question, I just want to throw this out there since we're talking about the government. Do y'all believe the government is like holding extraterrestrials? Do y'all believe in that? Do y'all believe we've been visited by
I
extraterrestrials?
know we have. I can't prove it, but I know we have because it's certain. You got to think. If you reach out back into the Egyptian days, people used to be bigger. It was common for people to be 10 feet tall, 9 feet tall. You had bigger people.
Right.
Now, what they just once again just gone. They had people that can lift blocks of bricks without touching them. So they just disappeared. And to my understanding, what I read, that's where math came from. Math came from aliens. Aliens taught the Egyptian math.
First of all, before, and we ain't about to touch on this no more. I totally disagree. I don't believe we had extraterrestrials and all that bullshit.
What?
Go ahead.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
He gonna slap the mallet down, bam, that's it.
Listen, bro. If we have ghosts, why won't we have extraterrestrials? You lived in a house with ghosts.
True. And I have
So you the main motherfucker.
True. And I do believe in spirits. But
you don't believe in
no,
extraterrestrials.
let me explain this. Do I believe there's okay, I'll keep this real simple. I believe there's other intelligent life out there other than us on Earth. Yes, it has to be. Do I believe we've been visited by them? Zero. Do I believe in little green men with bubble eyes and all that shit that visited us? No. And I'm gonna explain to you why. We have technology on this Earth. We got satellites up in space that could tell you the date on your dying. Every video image we have of so-called extraterrestrial UFOs, they're always grainy. Now, and people come to me, you don't believe in UFOs? Yes, I do. I've seen UFOs. Do you know what a UFO
So you
is?
saw one?
Yes.
Okay.
I think you kind of contradicting yourself.
Okay, you think I am. I'm about to explain myself.
Okay.
I don't believe we've been visited by extraterrestrials, but yes, I've seen a UFO. Do you know what UFO stands for? Unidentified flying object. Have I seen something I could not identify? Did I know it was a plane? Could I tell it was a helicopter? Did I know it was some kind of huge reflective kite? I didn't know what it was. So I couldn't identify it. Did I believe it was extraterrestrial? No. I just don't believe it.
Okay.
So I got a question for you.
And please don't forget, I'm going to throw this in there really quick too. We barely can travel to the moon with our technology. If some beings have the technology to come from another solar system, to travel light speed, why they just wishing people that live in cornfields out of their sleep? Why not? They can take over us. We could be like an ant field to them. We could be like an ant farm to them. That means their technology is millions of years ahead of ours. I just don't believe we've been visited by them. I think it's just a human nature that wants to believe it's something out there greater than them. It's just human nature.
I remember
so I don't believe it.
I remember back in the 90s when we had cell phones that worked by the minutes. Remember, you have to go by minutes, cost you like maybe about 75 cents a minute, whatever. I read they been had cell phones.
Who was that?
We have, United States. But it wasn't profitable to release them. Everything get released in time because the United States is all about the profit.
100%.
So back to what you saying. You talked about how you get into the moon. The technology have always existed. It's just not profitable to release the information. They want you to pay and stretch everything out and get as much as they can out of everything. Once everything tap out, like the iPhones, you know what? Let's hit them with the iPhone 8. The iPhone 9 is already on the shelf.
Right.
Then 10, 11, 12. You see, they been had the technology. Ain't nobody just made this technology up.
Right.
They been had it.
Everything we do now does come from NASA.
You look at these electric cars. They was talking about electric cars when I was a kid.
Absolutely.
They say about time I get the age I am now, the cars will be flying.
Yeah.
That's because the research is way ahead. The technology, they have it.
Right.
They just not ready to release it because they can still get money out of these gas cars.
True.
Should national monuments and statues of Confederate soldiers be removed, or should military bases with the names of Confederate soldiers be renamed?
I'll chime in real quick. Yes, next.
I don't feel they do. I feel that's a part of history. And whatever happened at that time, I would like to read about it, know about what happened. If you remove history, you erasing that time. I may not agree with what happened 100 years ago, but if that's what happened and I can read about it, I don't want to destroy that time because I feel the same way about my history, which is slavery. Right now they're talking about removing slavery out of history books. I don't think that's right.
I agree.
I think people should know what went on with every culture, and I think they should be able to know what went on at every time period in life.
Okay. Can I chime in really quick? I agree with you. We should know about those Confederate people, those names. I forgot. I don't want to butcher their names, so I'm not going to try to say it. But I think putting statues celebrate that.
At that time,
It still celebrates it.
it can't celebrate it.
We don't have
because-
to erase history by taking down that statue.
Well, they destroying. What he's talking about, they destroying statues,
Yes.
pulling them down, breaking
Yes.
them, crushing
Yes. We don't
them.
have
You're
to-
destroying history. I think it's wrong to destroy history.
Okay.
Only one side get to write history, and that's the winner.
Right.
Winners write history. So if I
This is
won,
true.
regardless of what I did, I won, and I want the history to go like this. I don't think 100 years ago, now they can just erase whatever Dr. Martin Luther King done.
Right.
Because somebody feel how he did it was wrong.
Right.
I think whatever happened at that time period, they made statues, they made them for a reason.
Okay.
I don't think people should come along 200-300 years later and say, well, you know what? I don't think this should exist.
Let me chime in.
Hold on. I feel like this, in that situation, if it's just say like you got one of them Confederate soldiers or whatever at an all black school, then I feel like it should be tore down because it don't fit here. You see what I'm saying? It's all black college.
It's celebration.
That shouldn't be fitting here. Now, if it's a school with all different nationalities, let the motherfuckers stay. You see what I'm saying? That's just like you at an all black college and you put a white Jesus there. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember, they painted the Jesus face on Landwood Black.
Yeah, I remember that.
Let it fit in where it should fit in. I don't feel like you should just go tear all the motherfuckers down because it still represents history and everybody still should know about history, but it need to fit in where it fit in. If it's at an all black college or some shit like that, no.
Only
Well, let
tear
me-
it down.
Let me ask you this, Dre. Did the all black college move into that building, or did that building come to the all black college?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, even if it didn't start as an all black college and it wound up being an all black
But it's
college,
the building.
what that motherfucker got to go. 'Cause
Just
they don't
like
represent
Cass
us no
Tech.
more.
Just like Cass Tech. It'd be wrong for them to change the name of Cass Tech because of the name of a racist person. The building was named Cass Tech.
Okay.
Just if you don't want that to represent you, move your school.
But that's not an all, Cass Tech is not an all black school. We talking about anything that's all black, and it's only all black. HBCUs is
Well, this is a
all
black.
right?
Detroit is a black
It's
community.
a black community, but
It's-
we still got other nationality, ethnicities.
Well, majority rule, right?
Yeah.
So Detroit is one of the blackest cities in the United States,
Okay.
right behind Atlanta. So I think if anything in Detroit should represent black, it don't, because black people don't save their money, they don't have no money, and they don't own shit, so they don't have no say.
Right.
So I just think, you know, you don't change the building. I just wouldn't put my black school. I wouldn't take into a white building that's called, you know, Confederate anything.
Right.
I just say, well, you know what? I just go to another building.
I feel you on that. It's real simple. If you put up a statue, you're celebrating that. And we know Confederacy, we know what that brought. That was right, slavery, Jim Crow
It didn't
laws,
bring
all that kind of
slavery.
stuff.
That's not
It didn't
true.
bring slavery, but it was Jim Crow laws. It was around all that time, segregation and all this kind of shit.
That was after the Confederacy.
I thought the Confederates was a part of was promoted.
No, the Confederates, the people that fought.
So they was the ones that fought against slavery?
Yeah,
right.
Jim Crow
Oh, I thought they was the
Jim
ones
Crow
that fought
came
for
after-
slavery.
after,
No,
you know,
Confederates fought for slavery.
Well, they fought for slavery, but you got to think.
See, that's
that's
what I
was
thought.
their money. The South is where the Confederate people come from,
Right.
because they needed the slaves to work. You're trying to take away our livelihood because you got these laws that you benefited from before. Now you want to change them. Their whole point was, listen here, man. Whatever y'all got going on in the North, stay the fuck out of our business and leave us alone.
You're celebrating it by
That's-
keeping the statues up. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Hold on, okay, let me jump in real quick.
Okay, what about the Statue of Liberty? You celebrate that too?
Let me chime in really quick before I forget, because I got a very short memory. If you saying by tearing down those statues, You're throwing away history. It's not
You're
fair.
erasing history.
You're erasing history, and I say you're not. I say those statues is celebrating it. You don't agree. You think
I
it's
say they
erasing. I know.
representing.
You
history.
said representing. You think it's erasing history completely, right?
It is.
Why aren't there any Hitler statues up anymore?
It are Hitler statues in Germany.
No, there aren't. There are no
So
Hitler
you
statues in Germany.
Well, okay, let me
There
ask
are
you
no
this.
swastikas in Germany right now.
Okay, hold on.
But yet we still.
I'm challenging you.
Is that history
Hold on, wait a minute.
erased?
I'm finna challenge you on word. You said it's no statues of Hitler, right?
It isn't.
Okay.
Unless it's some
you can Google
racist
You can Google
group.
statues of Hitler. You can Google
Okay.
pictures of
Okay.
Hitler.
Okay.
You can even go
I
to
see
a
where you're going
museum.
with this.
You can even go to a museum and
Right.
see
They
Hitler's
are.
uniform.
True. In museums.
So
Absolutely.
it's not celebrating anything. It's just whatever Hitler done in his time. They're acknowledging
Got you.
who Hitler was, what he accomplished, and what he did.
Right.
Hitler wasn't all bad, not to Germans.
Right.
He was all
True.
bad to Jews.
Right. There are no statues of Hitler in public. You know what I'm saying? They're in museums. There are like racist groups that have them and whatever. So there are statues that exist. But there are no statues of Hitler because they destroyed them. They tore them all down. And my point for saying that is we still remember the history of what it is.
Because
what
you can
Hitler
read
did.
about it.
Right. So we're never going to forget, there's still going to be history of these Confederate guys.
Dre, this is what I'm
There's the
saying.
statues that
This is
we
what I
saw.
don't think you understand. Everything have a starting point, like everything have an ending point, right?
Mhm.
So if you start off destroying anything to do with history, do you think it gains momentum or lose momentum?
If we start off,
If you start off destroying anything of history,
Yes.
do you think it's going to just stop? Or people going to say, well, we might well get rid of the books too.
Yep, take it out the book.
It's going to get worse. You leave, you know, when a person did a statue, if I don't read about what this statue is, I wouldn't even know what it was. I have to research statues.
Hold
Like
on.
like Joe Louis' hand downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look at that statue every day, a lot of people don't even know what that is. You know why? Because they never cared to even
it
ask.
wouldn't bother you if they never took the white spray paint off when they painted the racist painted his fist white. You
I
would been
think
okay with that?
I think it's wrong for people to alternate.
You remember
history.
when that happened?
I remember. What I'm telling you, I think it's wrong for people to alternate history. I think whatever happened at that time frame should be left at that time frame.
Really? Okay.
That's what I think.
But that's not gonna happen. And the reason why I think that's not gonna happen, everything they trying to slowly change and tear shit up. Think about that Huckleberry Finn, Mark Twain book. They took all the niggas out. It was about 9,000 niggas in there. They took all that shit out, bro. So they slowly trying to erase all the bullshit.
Did you hear about that church over in Germany that been closed for hundreds of years, and they just opened up the doors, and they open up. Now you got to think, Caucasians, mostly Caucasians over in Germany, right? Guess who was all over the wall? Guess what color Jesus was in that side of that church? Black. Everybody was black. When they opened up them doors, they was amazed what they seen. So it's nothing for somebody to go in there with a spray gun and erase all that spraying it. I'm saying I think it's wrong. History should be left alone.
I agree.
Now, you can rewrite history when you become a winner. I don't think you should rewrite nothing. No, things are won and lost.
So you
and
think
wars.
by tearing down the statue is rewriting history?
It's a
It's
beginning.
erasing history.
You're saying it's the beginning. It's gonna
Even
be a part-
though-
that's just part one. It's gonna
That's
be
the
part two.
beginning.
All right.
Yeah, if I won and I wrote a book, I write my version.
Yeah.
I don't think 100 years just because now I'm dead and gone.
Right.
Somebody else say I don't like what he said, like the Star Spangled Banner.
Right.
I don't think you should be able to sing certain verses. If you're going to sing the Star Spangled Banner, sing the whole motherfucker.
Even though you know what the real one,
Yeah,
original
I
one
want to get a part
represents.
with the black people blood ran. I want say it all.
Right,
Don't
right,
have me just singing a part because you want to sing it through a baseball game.
Okay.
Let's sing the whole motherfucker.
How do you feel about black African Americans taking a kneel or not participating in singing that national
I don't
anthem?
participate
Because they know
because
what it
I don't,
represents.
I don't think they know.
Okay.
I think a lot of people participate because of lack of knowledge.
No, I'm saying, how do you feel about those that don't? Because they do know. They do know
Well,
what it represents.
my opinion is I can't see no black man knowing every verse to the Star Spangled Banner
Right.
and standing up, singing it.
Right.
I can't see that.
Right,
If
right.
they knew they talking about black people dying,
Right.
I don't think they'd sing it.
Okay. So in other words, you answer my question as far as that. You feel you're on the positive end when you see blacks that know what that song really represents, the Star Spangled Banner,
Mm-hmm.
do not participate in with their hand over their heart and singing it because they know. So I assume you are good. You on their side, but like fuck this, I'm not singing that shit.
Well, see, my thing is this. As a human being, you has a right to participate or not participate, whatever
Absolutely.
you want.
Absolutely.
So if you want to sing a racist song,
Right.
I wouldn't sit up here and look down upon you because you want to sing it. I just wouldn't fuck with you.
Right.
I have an option to fuck with somebody and not fuck with them. And
Got
if
it.
I think you're not pushing my agenda and you want to push yours, that's the opposite for mine. I can't say you wrong.
Got it.
I just don't. You're not going to be in my circle. We're not going to hang out together. We're not going to be doing much of anything together. We may debate against each other, and we're going to have to agree to disagree.
Absolutely. Okay. I want to throw this in there. Did you
I
want to?
thought let's go to the next
Okay,
question.
real quick before you go to the next one. And I ain't trying to trust me. I ain't. Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we can freestyle.
Kanye West. How y'all feel? I'm gonna keep it
What
real
happened?
simple.
Something
I
happened?
think this nigga's a coon.
Explain what happened before you just go to that, because I don't know.
White
I don't-
lives matter. Black people think slavery was a choice. All this crazy dumb shit this nigga's. Not because he's a MAGA lover. Whatever. He could choose whatever political side he wants to be.
See, Dre,
I don't agree.
What I don't think,
He's
what
a
I don't
coon.
think you addressing is some truth to what he's saying. Every lie has to have truth in it in order for it to be a convincing lie. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
For instance, when he said slaves wanted to be slaves, he's not lying. Some slaves wanted to stay slaves because it's all they knew. When they said they was free and cut them loose, some slaves chose to stay because they had nowhere else to go.
So because some people want to be gay, does that represent everybody? No, what do you mean what the fuck?
I
He
don't know
said
what
some people chose to be slaves. So that represents the whole race of black people?
Remember,
Because some people chose to
remember
be
what
slaves?
I said to you
That's
was
bullshit, yo.
is some truth in what he's saying.
Of course.
Everything he
Some truth in
said is
everything.
some truth. Now, if you don't understand the whole story, you're going to behave like, oh, Kanye crazy. He ain't crazy. He know what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
When he talk about Donald Trump, that ain't all craziness.
I never said
It's
that.
some truth to that shit. You just gotta know the full story to see the truth in it.
I believe 80 to 90% of our ancestors did not want to be slaves. And because 10 or 20% wanted to be slaves, you're going to just spread that over our entire race
Okay,
of
let me
people?
ask you this then.
Hey,
Why
Do y'all agree?
why most black people's in the South? They could have left. Why you think they
A
didn't leave
lot of
the
them
South?
did. How you think we ended up in the North?
It's more people in the South than it is in the North. Why you think that?
I don't know.
Because they stayed.
It takes money to move too.
That's
for one.
right. They didn't
You don't
have no
You don't
resources.
have the resources to not move.
So if you can't leave, what you gonna do? You gonna stay in your fucked up situation. You don't have the financial stability to move. You don't have no destination. You don't know where the fuck
if
nothing.
I think you're going with what I think you're going with, so you saying slaves had a choice?
Once they were, this is what Kanye talking about. Once they was free, after you beat the Confederates, you was free.
Right.
You had the armies coming from the north down to the south to make sure they free you.
Right.
Some people didn't leave. The reason why they didn't leave, they like, what is free? Where do I go?
Of course, right.
How do I
They don't
get
know. They're not
there?
used
So
to
you
it.
know what they did? They stayed right where they
What
was
they
at.
was used to, comfortable with.
Okay, let me chime in. I got a few different things. First off, Kanye is bipolar. He take meds for that shit. That's one. And secondly, I feel like this. It's hard to be on that, okay, George Bush is racist, and then you got a whole different opinion. That he's showing two different sides. He may say one thing and then he turn around and say the exact opposite. but that comes from being bipolar. You see what I'm saying? Some of the time a nigga can't be right, but then he gonna say the opposite shit later on. You know what I mean? Because it's a business thing. You know, you can't if it ain't your business and somebody else running that shit. Certain shit you can't say. You see how Adidas fucked him over?
Yeah.
And I mean that shit business. So when he said what he said, it could have been the bipolar shit kicking in. He felt like, well, I'm up, I'm the number one seller, and they ain't gonna shut me down. And they shut his shit down. And now they selling his shit without him. You see what I'm saying? That's because he wasn't the boss. But then you go to the motherfucker staying in the South. I feel like this. They got comfortable. Because if you look at all these other motherfuckers be coming from other different countries, they be coming over with maybe $4 in a loaf of bread. And they come over and go crazy and then do shit. If you stuck and you ain't got no reason to be motivated and this is all you know, it's kind of like you said, if this is all you know,
Right.
what the fuck?
Here's a correction. Adidas didn't fuck him over.
He fucked himself
There
over,
you
actually.
go. Thank you. There you
Well, they gave him several times to clean that shit up. He doubled down on stupidity.
There you go.
And they should have fucked over
That's what I'm saying.
because they not gonna let you fuck up the brand.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
But once again, I can still say they did fuck over him. Anytime nigga can sell your
Ultimately, they did.
sell your shoes
True.
and you don't get $1 off of them.
True.
Well, he violated the
He
contract.
violated the but to me, when you violate the contract, that means the business is dead and everything with that business is dead.
No, that don't
you
go like
shouldn't
that.
be able to still
Can
sell
I say
my
this?
shoes.
Can I say this,
No,
Dre?
no,
Hold on.
Okay.
If we are partners, how can you still sell my shit?
We're partners because we're going to make the shoe.
Okay.
We're going to send the shoe out, put them in our stores.
Mm-hmm.
We need your name on it because we thinking you're a selling tool. He's nothing but a selling tool.
That's
They
understandable.
still now, if you violate this contract, you best to believe they got in there similar to a land contract.
Mm-hmm.
If you violate the contract, that don't mean the house just disappeared. It goes back to the original owner. You just kicked out of the contract.
Dre, can I chime in?
Hold on.
Okay.
First off, this is my name. You don't own my name. This is my name.
They do though.
Hold on.
Okay.
You own 50% of the company, which is 50% of the name. If this business don't work out and you still selling my shoes, but I'm not getting paid, it's some fuckery going on in there. I mean, eventually, once they go through court and the lawyers and all that, they're gonna have to break bread. But you shouldn't be able to sell my shit with my name on it if I'm 50%
Okay, I feel
owner and I'm not getting nothing.
Adidas-
Listen, hold on. That's why if you look at this nigga now, you see him every time you see him, this nigga barefoot. He don't even wear them shoes no more. He making a point. He done been online saying, don't buy that shit. They suing me, they robbing me, and they still selling my shit.
He's
And
stupid,
every-
Dre.
And every time you see this nigga, he got on everything but some goddamn sites.
Can I say
and
something
shit.
real quick? Then you go next. You go real quick.
Come on,
Me. Are you saying, and then it's gonna make it real simple for me. Are you saying they should not sell his shit, period? Or they should not sell his shit without giving him a cut?
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example, and you definitely gonna pick up on this. When George and Arnold fell out at the company, they had to break that shit up. You see what I'm saying? This nigga got some, that nigga got some of the company. How the fuck you gonna take my whole company? This is what I'm saying, because this is how companies are. Unless you're the 51% and I'm the 49, that means you're the majority and I don't have a say.
Are they
If we have a 50-50 company,
for that company for his shoes, not for Adidas.
no, that's what we talking about, the shoes.
The shoe. Okay, now Drake, if they put $100 million behind his shoe, he did what he did. We all seen what he did on TV. That they supposed to take a loss about. They got 200 million shoes already been produced. I mean, shipped out. No, we're going to sell what we already got, and we cutting ties with you. If you notice, them Yeezys is on sale.
That's not what happened, boy. Listen, when
Well, I'm telling you what I seen. I was out in Somerset. They got Yeezys out there for $230.
you know why? Because them are the new ones. Once again, all that old
No, them
shit.
was the old
Listen,
ones.
all the color patterns and all that shit. They got two different kinds. They got the same style, but it don't say Yeezy. And then they got the same ones that say Yeezy. So it depends which one you was looking at. That's one. And the same thing is this. If you got the old stock, once that old stock is gone, it's gone. They're making new ones. He was just on Instagram saying, them not even Yeezys. These cool gray ones, I never released these. So they're still making them.
My question to you then, well, how is they suing him and he ain't suing them? That don't make sense to me.
Listen, once you Google online and let him tell you exactly.
No, I don't want him to tell me anything. Let's just use common sense. Common sense is, if you selling my shit and you making money off my shit, how does it make sense that you suing me for selling my shit, making money off my name? I should be suing you.
First off,
so that tells me it's something in the contract we don't know nothing about.
First off, you can sue a person for slander. You can when you talking against the business and all that other bullshit, you can be sued for that because one, we got a contract together. That's understandable. The extra shit he doing. But my thing is this: how the fuck you gonna sell my shit? The only way I can look at it like that, if they selling his shit, they're not 50-50 partners. They gotta be the majority.
They have to.
Otherwise, it don't work like that. Because if Jordan say I'm stepping away from Nike, Jordan owns Jordan. Nike can't say, well, nigga, you can't step away. Jordan owns Jordan.
Can I chime in? All right, Dre. Let's say, because obviously they can't be getting away from this if it's 50-50. Let's say they 51, he's 49. Are
He
you
got shot.
Are you okay with that though?
You have no choice but to be
I
okay.
feel you.
Listen, and if you go to court, that's one thing I know for sure. When you are the majority,
Right.
the minority don't have shit to
Got
say.
it. So
they ain't got no choice.
So I should say, are you okay? You totally understand that thing.
No, I'm not okay. You just don't have a
Okay.
choice.
Can I throw this in there?
Go ahead.
Barney's Kanye.
Okay.
You Adidas.
Okay.
49, 51.
He's the majority.
He go on a motherfucking podcast and say, I can say some anti-Semitic shit and Adidas will never drop me. Week later, you drop his ass.
Okay.
After he said what he don't supposed to say.
Right.
Because right now he's ruining the brand.
Exactly.
First off,
Are you gonna just sit there on all that product or push it?
First off, Adidas is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. How much money do you need, bro? You don't need 45 yachts, 900 homes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sell a little bit of product we got left, and I'm gonna move on. You don't have to.
Isn't that what they're doing? Selling that little bit of
No,
product?
they still making Yeezys. I
But
just
it's
told
not-
you they released
but
a
you
whole
just
new
said-
pair.
You just said Kanye said those not even Yeezys.
They say Yeezy on the bottom. Listen. Just look like when a Jordan released a Jordan. Jordan, you got Jordan 1, 20, whatever, how many number Jordans you got. Just say they stop at Jordan 24. And next thing you know, Jordan and Nike fall out and they release 25 and 26. Jordan gonna be like, nigga, I ain't never had a 25 and a 26.
What I'm saying, in my opinion, them ain't real Jordans. The Jordans that we seen with all these motherfucking colors, Jordans is the Jordans that Jordan wore when he was playing. Now, only thing he doing now, he just milking the cow.
Exactly.
But them ain't Jordans. If the Jordans was the black and white ones,
The
the
red,
black,
white,
gray
red,
ones
certain.
and white, the red and
Right,
black ones. We know the original Jordans.
Right.
All this new shit, I can just look at some shoes and be like, oh, these are new Jordans.
Right.
I'm thinking, no, they're not.
So, Dre,
But that's why if you followed like the gym shoe heads, like the newer colors, the prices is they may sell out, they may not. All the old classics always the ones that sell out and the prices go up because the originals, all originals be prices be way higher.
So Dre, I just want to clarify this. You Adidas, he Kanye, whatever, he dropped them. You shitting on 100,000 pairs
Okay.
of the original
You gotta sell them.
Yeezys.
You gotta sell
I ain't talking about you making
Okay.
new ones.
Okay. What I'm gonna say, well, as a Adidas owner,
As a businessman.
the ambassador, I'm gonna say, listen, these are the last Yeezys we're gonna release. So what y'all need to do, the price, just say if they $250, these gonna be the last ones. Ain't no more after this.
They $700.
Exactly. I'm going out with a bang.
You pushing them though.
I don't give a fuck. But once
That's
they
dope,
done,
though. Ain't
they
nothing wrong
done.
with that.
I'm not gonna keep
I
releasing
feel
these
you.
motherfuckers.
Got you. Okay, you answer my
But that's
question.
like coming with the Jumpmans, in my opinion. When Nikes came with the Jumpman, Okay, Jordan, whatever was going on at the time with the Jordan, when he retired, he wasn't sure. They released a Jumpman, and people thought they was Jordans at first.
Nah, they look different. Jumpman look
But
different.
when they first dropped, people thought they was Jordans.
You got motherfuckers actually run up and like I got Jordans and be like, nah, them Jumpman.
So Dre, and I know
we got to wrap it up too, fellas.
Oh, we
One of
got-
the
okay.
cameras went out. So
Oh, did they? Are they out?
Yeah, no, just that one.
Oh, okay.
So
Damn.
say whatever you want.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to Conversation with OGs. We're gonna do it. What's
I got
up?
one thing though.
Okay.
Let y'all know. If y'all ever look up who was the owner of Adidas from the beginning was a Nazi German.
That's true.
Exactly.
So for them
So
to
true.
get rid of him for talking about Jews is real hypocritical.
It
to
is.
me.
It is hypocritical.
But look
You're
that
right.
up. The owners from the beginning of Adidas
Yep.
were Nazi Germans.
So true. That's so true. And that's so dope you brought that up. I'm glad that's still recording. Is it recording?
That one is, and
But yeah, but I'm glad you brought that up. That's so true. It was very hypocritical that they let him go, and the owner
Nobody
from
talked
Nazi
about
Germans.
that.
That's so
That-
true.
Well, it's all about
So
the
true.
money. It's
But
best
I'm
not to talk
saying
about
that
it.
nobody talk about that they, like how the Confederacy tear this down,
Right.
they fucking Nazis.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
So whatever bloodline eating off of that
Yep.
come from fucking
That's
Nazis.
dope. That's a good way to end it.
So
Yep.
it's all bullshit.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
peace.
Peace. Thanks for tuning in.